guys and girls, this is Claudia here from Nova Rock Festival. This is in Austria. And now we have the pleasure of talking to James. It's really cool that Tesseract is playing on Nova Rock.
Yeah, it's great to be here. And it's even greater talking to your very sophisticated microphone.
You know a lot about microphones?
Not very much, no.
Not very much. Me neither. So that's good.
I do know enough that the phone will filter out the bass, so this is actually a very good way to
I hope so. You know, if you plug it into this kind of camera, then you might lose the sound because, you know, it doesn't stick. So it's better to have this kind of thing.
Yeah, I think this is genius. Like, you're using everyday technology to do something better than expensive microphones.
Yeah, sometimes it works.
Absolutely.
And the band, you have new microphones now. So I was wondering, seeing it on stage today, especially with the singer, you know, what kind of what are you using, or what's?
I have to be honest, I'm the wrong person to ask. I do know that he's been dabbling with Dan. I don't know what his microphone is at the moment, but he's I don't know, it's a condenser mic of some sort. I know he's basically chopped and changed quite a lot.
Oh, okay. So he's experimenting with the microphones. Which one's working better for him?
And also, we've got like a new front of house person who's kind of joining our team.
Cool.
Because for a long time we worked with a guy called Aidan O'Brien, who was actually part of the band. He helped write a lot of some of Sonder and other stuff. But he's no longer with us.
Yeah.
So we need a new front of house person. We've been trying loads of people, and we've got a few people we've been dabbling with. But at the moment, we've got an awesome lady called Lisa, who's from Austria, actually. She's an Austrian lady.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. And she has brought her own microphones, and they sound really good.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. Like, she's an awesome front of house engineer, and yeah, I think if she wants to keep working with us, we'll keep her. She's really good.
But you're more a specialist in guitars.
I suppose so. I definitely know more about guitars than microphones.
He was kind of, you know, looking at your guitar today, like, oh my god, that's nice.
Right, which one? The
white one.
The white ones.
Yeah.
It's quite funny, like, because we're trying to do like a white themed set. So I've got these. They're like a new range of white RGDs, Ibanez RGDs.
Yeah.
And Moss has got his white Kiesel basses, and Ackles should have his white Mayonas, but it got lost in the post. Literally,
oh no!
Literally, it got lost in the post, and FedEx are trying to deliver it to us. So he's the odd one out at the moment.
Oh, I feel sorry for him.
Yeah, but they're really awesome actually. It's the RGD 3127 something thing, and it's basically like the standard construction RGD, but with a basswood body, but a white finish. But it has Damasio pickups in it, which they basically have like quite a lot of output, nice amount of bite, and they're kind of comparable to the aftermaths, the bare knuckle aftermaths, which I have on my other guitars. And so yeah, it's working out really, really well. They have floating trems, which is kind of annoying, so I've blocked them off.
Oh.
So they fix, they don't move. But yeah, they're super solid, stable guitars, and my biggest problem is they're white, so I have to keep them clean.
Oh yeah, I believe that, because there's a lot of dust coming up.
And sweat and just general
so
grossness. Yeah.
So when you're not touring, which is at the moment you're just touring around the world tour, of course, but what is your like practicing routine when you're learning new songs?
Practicing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I just play it a few times and hope it works. If it's difficult, play it quite a lot of times. I don't know. I'm a fan of lots of different types of music, and at the moment I've been going through. This is going to sound really weird. I've been going through a hardcore punk phase. So I've been what I've been doing outside of Tesseract is basically doing like thrash metal hardcore stuff.
Yep.
And it's basically like very fast picking. I don't know, I'm doing it just for fun, but it's actually really good practice for just picking and technique and playing a bit faster. And I mean, I love metal and I love thrash and I love hardcore. And so at the moment, I've been writing a load of stuff like that on the side. But just for I'm not releasing it, but just for me. And that's the way I've been practicing, I suppose.
Oh, okay.
So being very metal. I suppose that's slightly a contrast with the rest of the band, because lots of the other guys in the band none of them really are into metal music very much. So I guess maybe subconsciously I'm practicing my metal chops to help keep up that side of the equation.
So when you're learning a new song for touring, then do you pick a part and you repeat that a lot, or do you go through the song and then changing how fast you play? Or?
Yeah, if it's a new song, I suppose we listen to it and we go, I'll play that. Me and Ack will sit there and go, I'll play that bit, I'll play that bit.
Okay, so you choose the bits.
Yeah. I think there are certain bits, like maybe there are like some lead melodies which are quite specific to the player that we would always take. Like Ackle does lots of very quite proggy kind of like solo-y kind of parts, and he'll obviously always play those bits.
Okay.
But everything else we just kind of pick and choose whatever's the most convenient for. Because quite often, because lots of the music is written in chunks, it jumps from one section to the next. You need to think about where one part finishes and the next part begins.
Yeah, how to get there, right?
And how to get there, absolutely. So that sometimes dictates what part we play.
Also with the sound.
Yeah, well, the sound's all automated. It's all controlled by MIDI, so
that's good.
We don't have any foot pedals.
Dance,
There's no tap dancing, which is a good thing because we'd totally mess it up.
Yeah, some people do.
The thing is, we have like so many delays and so many things that are tempo specific.
Yeah.
That we would have so many pedals.
Yeah.
We would not remember where they are and probably hit the wrong one. So.
Yeah. That would be very experimental, probably.
Probably sound terrible.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it would be like exploring new polyrhythms that nobody had ever explored
but
before.
Nobody knows what the other person does then.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it says jazz. We're having a jazz moment. Right? We're stepping out.
Yeah, right. Let's do something new, right?
And to be fair, like live, quite often we have stepping out jazz moments. We never tell anyone, so we get away with it.
You're not playing guitar and that's it. You're doing way more. You're a father.
Yeah.
You're a PR agent.
Yeah.
So how do you manage to fit all that together? It's what's your motivation behind that?
Well, I guess in terms of the PR, I co-run a PR company in the UK, and I guess it's two motivations. One, to make a living, obviously.
Yeah.
But secondly, working as a publicist in music is really beneficial all round, because in terms of the band, I get to meet people, I know people, I'm reasonably well connected in the music industry. And lots of bands, and I know this from working with bands, are very separated, and they have like, quite often bands can have a dislike of the industry or a lack of trust. And in a way, through me doing my job, I get to be that bridge between the band and the music industry. And if the band are concerned about things, I can talk to them about it and reassure them. But at the same time, I can make contacts that can help us out and loads of other things. But also doing PR is fun. It's quite fun working with bands that I really like, and I like getting them in magazines and on the radio and on TV and on websites. It's a good job to do. Mm-hmm. And then I juggle all that around having a family. So I've got,
yes, and early Father's Day.
Yeah, early Father's Day it was. It's Father's Day tomorrow. Actually,
yeah.
But I'm very lucky to have a very supportive wife that lets me do this.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Hannah. And she's been obviously great and supported me even when it was really tough and difficult. And it's a bit easier now. And the boys are kind of used to it. My younger one loves it, and he plays guitar himself.
Oh, cool.
And my older one hates metal. He thinks it's noisy and horrible.
Oh, yeah.
He's the rebel.
Oh, okay. So is he more into like the classical stuff or pop?
No, I don't know. He doesn't really like loud noises in general.
Okay.
But he's actually slightly on the autistic spectrum, and he's like a maths nerd. Mm-hmm. And he's very science focused and maths, and which is cool. Because I am a little bit, but not like him. and so he's his own person, and it's great. And he thinks what I do is a bit weird, but that's all right.
Well,
it is a bit weird. It's not a normal job.
So, what do you think is the role in society of people who make music or art?
I think it can have loads of roles. I don't know, I guess we could go through the history of where bands have done lots of things, where they've been like protest groups that have been raising awareness of political causes. But I think ultimately, music is for enjoyment and escapism from everyday life. And I think, at least for Tesseract, that's what we are. Like, we may have our own beliefs and views in life, but Tesseract is separate from us as people. Tesseract is, like, I guess, music and a visual art form, if you come to our shows, that people can enjoy and escape to it, not have any reason to enjoy it other than they enjoy it. I think that's what we try to do. Yeah. But I do think music has roles, like, for example, Rage Against the Machine, one of the most important bands of the 90s. They made people very aware of, like, problems around the world, and they made people very aware of, like, I guess, corporate control of things and dictatorships. Like, I learned a lot of politics when I was a kid from Rage Against the Machine, just because I love the music, and then they made me aware of things. So I think music can be educational. I think for us, we just want to make music that people enjoy and want to get lost in and find fun.
So I've been to 2 concerts recently where phones and whatever cameras were forbidden, strictly forbidden. What do you think about that?
Well, I don't know, I'm in 2 minds. I think on the one hand, if people are filming it, they're putting it on Instagram, they're putting it on social media, and it only promotes your band.
It's PR, right?
It's PR, absolutely. But then I'm a PR guy.
Yeah.
However, from an artist's point of view, it is a bit disheartening when you're like, I really wish you were watching the show, but people are just looking at their phones. Because they're not looking at the show, they look at their phones looking at the show. And when you're on stage, it does feel like people aren't paying attention. It looks like everyone's just on their phone. Yeah. And so I think I can see why lots of artists ban phones, because it can, if you don't really realise what it is, it feels a bit like people aren't actually paying attention, maybe a bit disrespectful, I don't know. But again, I know what people are doing. They're generally filming, so they put it on Instagram, they send it to their friends. Right. And I say that we will never ban phones, because it's the way people hear about your band. But I can see why certain artists, especially artists of older generations, would do it, because it's not very, like, it's weird when you're an artist, you're like, don't really feel like anyone's paying attention. So.
And do you sometimes see people in the crowd really, like, going with the flow, enjoying themselves, singing along, whatever? Yeah. Do you see that from the stage?
Yeah, quite often you do, yeah. And then that's always nice, when people are singing along, having a good time. That helps us, you know, when you see people having a good time. It makes us realise that people are enjoying the music. And maybe it's an ego fulfillment thing a little bit. I don't know. It might be. No, let's be honest. Like, if people are enjoying your music, then it makes you feel good. And, right. Yeah. Then it helps you be more confident. You play better. You play more enthusiastic. It's a cycle. Yeah. So yeah, if people like show that they're enjoying it, it really helps any band on stage. Yeah.
Because for me, it feels that all of you are really into the music. So it's really cool to get along with that and go with the flow with you.
Oh, cool. Well, that's lovely to hear.
So that's what I love about your shows.
Oh, thanks.
One last question. Who decides, or what decides who's an artist? What?
In life?
Yeah. Who?
I don't know. Good question. That's a good question. I guess there are 2 answers. One, an artist is anybody who wants to create. Like, if you want to be creative, that makes you an artist, right? I think. If you want to do something, if you want to be inventive, you want to do something new, something fresh, something exciting, that makes you an artist. I guess the other side of it is not necessarily an artist, but I guess a recognised artist is you need to do art that connects with people. So maybe some people would consider an artist somebody who creates something that other people can connect to and relate to. But yeah, I think anyway, anyone's an artist if they want to give it a go.
Thank you. So we're looking forward to seeing you again and hearing more from you.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you for talking to me.
Bye-bye.